Surfshark sponsor today's show. What does Surfshark do? They make virtual private networks just for you. There are many of them out there to keep you anonymous online or to let you go to another country in the world. Now, the fact is, you probably heard a lot about this on YouTube, right, Brian? All the YouTubers are talking about it. They're all going, oh, I love Surfshark. It's amazing. Because it is, right? If you want to go somewhere else in the world, watch some of their Netflix, watch some of their other players that they've got out there. Maybe you like a bit of HBO. Maybe you like a bit of Peacock in America. I know I do.
Love the Peacock.
Yeah. All you got to do is get yourself on Surfshark. It's 83% off right now with 3 months for free. And there's a 30-day money-back guarantee, which means that if you don't like it, get your money back.
All you got to do is use our code, which is Geordie.
Geordie. One
link
word.
Is in the description below.
Link down there.
You know what to do.
Yeah.
Go and do it.
Yeah.
Right?
Remember, you want to be anonymous online? You want to get somewhere else in the world? Virtually?
There you go.
Go with Surfshark.
Do it.
They're the best and they sponsor the show. Enjoy it.
But for now, it's true news, baby.
Welcome back to True News. We've just gotten back from a lovely holiday. Difficult landing.
People are watching planes struggling to land.
Or as we call it, death cam.
How many people are watching this?
About 100,000? 125,000 people?
126,000 people just watching planes struggling to land because you sick fucks want to see people die.
Yeah, absolutely. The best thing about this whole stream, the commentary.
Hit that subscribe button, folks. Go on.
Hit that subscribe button, folks. Go on.
Because this is the kind of stuff that we love here on Big Jet TV.
We love the possibility that people could be seriously injured or die in a jet crash here at Big Jet TV. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
How does he react if a plane actually just goes down?
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, fuck. Look at that.
To be fair...
yeah!
Look at it. Look at it. It is struggling.
No. That pilot must literally be going, fuck.
I wonder if it's added pressure that he's being live streamed, because as we know the pressures of that, you know, sometimes just talking is difficult. Put you on a live stream, people shit the bed.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Biggie,
you've absolutely shit the bed. Please, that stinks. That's disgusting.
Don't get a Frenchie. Look at this. Do not buy one. Don't get one.
Seeing this guy?
They stink.
Especially when you feed them your leftovers.
I still love you though. Someone said they're earning their pay today. Some of these comments are really like exposing the inner workings of people's brains, because like, as if a pilot doesn't normally earn his pay. Like, generally speaking, their job is to keep us all fucking safe.
And not only that, that guy who says they're earning their pay today is definitely the kind of person that when a plane lands, he goes, yeah, brilliant. Brilliant,
but
nailed that.
One of the things they're saying is like in block capitals, butter, as if like smooth.
Smooth. That is lovely, to be fair. Good to see Chris MD in the chat.
If you're one of the 150,000 people doing this on a Friday where you should be at work or whatever, some of you probably are at work, I'd be surprised if anyone watching this isn't a loser. So
that includes us.
If you were watching it, you were a loser. Imagine you're trying to join the Mile High Club under these circumstances, though. And you're
if anything, it helps. I just sit there and the plane lifts them up and down.
True, yeah.
You know? Okay, here we go. This is when it starts to get really a little bit leery.
Right, now imagine that this plane crashes and he's commentated this before.
Is his channel all about this?
It's called Big Jet TV, Brian. I don't think he's covering much else.
He's got less altitude to work with, so decisions must be made.
He manages to hype every single plane landing.
Yeah, he's not even giving me any really sort of technical commentary here. What he's basically saying is...
He doesn't know.
The captain of the
He's
plane...
not a pilot, otherwise he'd be doing it. He'd have an actual job, you know what I mean? Instead of just...
He says the guy who sits and watches videos.
Well, yeah, I mean, true.
This is where the skill of the pilot really comes in. Earning their salary.
Cash back. Wow, this guy is fucking serious.
Oh, he doesn't look anything like I thought he would look.
Oh, no. He very much looks a bit like that Welsh guy. Do you remember that Welsh guy who drinks a lot?
I got in an absolute right state last night.
Hey folks, slight change of plan. No longer flying out to Keflavik with Iceland Air.
Turns out my commentary was putting the pilot off on the flight and I wasn't allowed on the plane.
This is where he really earns his salary.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of huge crashes that come from the sky, Kanye West is divorcing Kim Kardashian, or is Kim Kardashian divorcing him?
She's divorcing him, bro.
Right, okay.
He's also breaking up with his girlfriend.
Good. because that wasn't making any good music.
Julia Fox, some may remember her as the white girl with the big dumper from Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems.
Right.
Looked great in Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems.
Right.
Lately, looked a bit strange.
Unusual makeup. Someone just shot her in the face with a paint gun.
A little bit.
Yeah.
She posted a little message after everyone was like, Kanye's left you now you're irrelevant again. And she's like,
Not.
I know you want to see a sad, lonely woman crying on a plane by myself while someone live streams it and commentates.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's not true.
That's not true.
See me for what I am, which is a #1 hustler. I came up, y'all. And not only that, but Kanye and I are on good terms. I have love for him, but I wasn't in love with him. Jesus Christ, what do you think I am? 12 years old? Yeah. Because being in love, that's for 12-year-olds.
That's
okay.
Yeah, you can get cooties if you're in love.
Yeah.
You want to be careful about Julia. You might catch Kanye's
We
cooties.
were just shagging. This is the bit that worries me. Because afterwards she was like, and for the record, the only time I cried in 2022 was on February 6th on my dead best friend's forever birthday.
Wow.
Now, that last bit, she's
emotions.
clearly bothered, but she's acting like she's not bothered. And
Sure.
I get that. Sometimes you have to do that in life. But also, doesn't sound like someone who thinks logically.
But she is someone who thinks logically, though, because she's writing a book now, apparently.
She's only been in one decent movie as a bit of a side piece in there. She was literally his side piece.
Yeah, she's a hustler, though. So
she was with a celebrity for a few months, a couple of months even. There's not really enough for a book there. I'll give Kanye credit. He proved he can make another celebrity like that. When she turned up with him, everyone was fucking talking about her. So he's made this girl's career. So you're damn right you should be on good terms with him. Because without him, no one would know who the fuck you are. So Kim Kardashian obviously filed for divorce. Now she's getting dicked down by Pete Davidson.
Hey, you guys!
If you don't know, he's a scrawny little white comedian
whose father died in 9/11.
Previously, he'd made a lot of jokes about Kanye, and when he went through his Donald Trump thing, he was ripping into him.
Yeah.
And now he's poking his wife.
Yep.
So,
turns out making fun of mental health is comedy.
The one thing about Kanye that always makes me within two minds of whether or not it's a real meltdown or a publicity stunt is he goes silent for ages, and then he's got an album coming out, and then he attacks everyone.
Love it, yeah. See you on the 22nd of Feb, Kanye.
So if you're friends with Kanye by any chance, and you're watching this, and he's got an album coming out, probably just sort of lay low.
Today, we need to talk about how Kanye West is going off on Kim Kardashian, Pete Davidson, Billie Eilish, Kid Cudi, and so many others. He is currently trending right now, and it is crazy.
Can I ask you, do you feel comfortable with people using words like crazy and stuff around this? Because it is very much mental health related. And at one point he was genius, right? And he made some amazing music. That's what I remember him for. But now he has serious mental health problems and no one's able to help him.
It's a very difficult situation, this. They're so famous, so rich, so powerful. Nobody can really tell these people what to do. So when one of them is in the throes of another mental health breakdown, who the fuck comes to stop him? Or to say, no, you need to put the phone down and start acting a bit more like his mother isn't here, and we all know how important she was to him. So where do they turn? It's a nightmare.
In the very public light of day, Kanye West is sharing all his thoughts. He's sharing some of his grievances, and he's clearly a very angry guy who's doing very toxic things. He's trying to shame his wife, bring a woman back to him who really does deserve independence and does want to be away from him. And he's also bringing his own. Pete's probably the least toxic thing he's doing here. And the final thing is, talking about his kids in public is probably one of the worst things you can do, because these people don't have that decision to say they love their dad. They're never going to go, Dad, stop.
Well, they don't understand because they're so young. So they're getting dragged into this publicly when they're not in control of their own lives yet.
Right. And I feel that when Kanye first got with Kim, I remember, obviously this was after his brilliant albums. He paid all these tributes to Kim. The final bit of Lost in the World is a poem about Kim, but he finally got the girl. This is a great story. And he's had to be in this world where he was a very real artist, where he suddenly became into like a very synthetic, fake world. I can imagine those two things would mess with your head.
Because Kanye was brought up in the real hard times of life. You know what I mean? He was in the ghetto, and you got Kim, who wasn't. Kim has always been a part of this plastic world, full of money, and that doesn't mean she hasn't experienced any hardship.
Her father's famous for one of the biggest lies of all time. One of the biggest public lies of all time is that O.J. Simpson murdered a man, of course. We all know he was truly innocent.
What am I missing?
Well, O.J. didn't murder anyone.
Sorry. Although Kanye is behaving like an unstable person right now, which clearly he is, we don't know what is being said to him behind closed doors,
right,
which could be also triggering that.
Yeah.
It does feel like by Kim and them not coming out publicly, it's as if they're trying to calm it down, and he is struggling with a way of being heard, and he feels like lashing out publicly is the way he gets attention and heard and respect.
Absolutely. And I also think one sign of a toxic relationship is when someone tries to go public, is when someone tries to show other people, hey, this is what this person's being
and
like.
we do see this on a lower level in everyday life on social media when people are lashing out at their partners, or I'm sick of this, I'm sick of that. But this is on a level that we've never seen before.
Absolutely.
In a relation, in history.
This isn't just a relationship that Kanye has with only Kim. There's Kris Jenner involved, there's the sisters involved. They're a very tight-knit family.
But they have an army of PR experts behind them, whereas Kanye is not savvy like that. He is going to make himself look crap.
He called her Kris Jong-un at one point. Like, it's an indication as to what the relationship is like between Kris and the rest of the family. And let's face it, like, these guys are famous. They've been through a lot to make this money. God, have they taken a lot of dick. One of them's a potential billionaire, so they've got a lot to lose here.
Kanye played a massive role in that, actually, because
he legitimized the whole family.
Yeah, because he was the one with talent and actual genius who came in, and he did legitimize them. But now they're like, okay, we've squeezed the juice out of you.
Bro, they've taken everything from Kanye at this point. And I don't want to defend these terrible actions, but I've spoken to a few people who've worked on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and they speak about the level of control, the NDAs that are signed, all the privacy that surrounds so many of these matters. When you've put your real life out there for years, Brian, your real life, and then you come back and go, whoa, wait a minute, don't share this part of our lives. I feel there's an element of hypocrisy there.
Whether or not you're going to be with him or not, he's the father of your children. I think washing her hands of him, given what he's going through right now, makes it... I'm not saying it's the wrong decision, but it must be a painful situation to be in for everyone.
Here's the other aspect. We know that when Kim Kardashian or Kylie or any of them don't want to be photographed by the press, they're not photographed by the press. Kim's not an idiot. She knows there's back ways into hotels. She knows she doesn't have to leave in public with Pete Davidson. She knows she doesn't have to be pictured with him, but these are very public photo opportunities, which are being engineered by Kim and her PR people. If you don't want to be seen with Pete Davidson as a celebrity, don't leave somewhere with Pete Davidson as a celebrity.
And this is the thing, you know who Kanye is, you know what he's like,
Correct.
And you know that publicly dating the guy who humiliated him on Saturday Night Live is going to trigger the fuck out of this guy.
So you're telling me that basically, and I get it, right?
It's not someone he respects.
Yeah.
You picked one of the worst people.
Or one of the best people, depending on your perspective.
Yeah, if you're trying to get a reaction out of him, ding, 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 ding.
Right, you've hit the jackpot.
Yeah.
Kanye really started to turn heads when he felt like it was so wrong that he was not present at his daughter Chicago's birthday party. He wasn't being let in. He didn't know where the address of it was.
I get why Kanye was pissed off about not being invited to the daughter's birthday, and he made a huge deal about this.
Yeah.
But also, like, you're sort of billionaires with companies and people. Like, could we not get a mediator to talk to and arrange 2 birthday parties? I mean, let's be honest, they've got enough money for that.
Don't know about that, mate. This was a pretty big birthday party.
Yeah, it's chaos. Clearly, there's just a real breakdown here.
Yeah.
I'm just wishing my daughter a public happy birthday. I wasn't allowed to know where her party was. I'm just putting this online because I need y'all support. I didn't call Kim, text the nannies. I got on the phone with Tristan.
I love that all of the boyfriends sort of have a little support group together within this. It's like Tristan Thompson.
They're in a WhatsApp group, actually.
Tristan Thompson's going, I'm fucking miserable as well,
Tell me about it, bro.
Yeah.
We loved the pussy at the start, but now it's pure misery.
There's got to be some reason that they stick around for this shit.
For men like Kanye, who can have any beautiful woman, to find a beautiful woman who's then business savvy, smart, intelligent, powerful, they get lured in by all that shit, you know what I mean?
His heaven, his hell.
And before you realize it, you're getting checkmated because they're experts in the game of life and you're just a music guy.
I got on the phone with Tristan. He said, he asked Chloe, won't nobody give me the address to my daughter's birthday party right now?
Yeah, Chloe. Yeah, Kanye asked him where the event at. Oh shit, Chloe ain't in the house because I slept with 3 other women.
My whole schedule is all based around me being able to take my kids to school, me being there for them, making sure that I'm in their life. That's the whole point of having money. It's a lot of people that's not in a position where they ain't got no voice.
I spoke about this on True News before. My dad has bipolar disorder, so some of Kanye's like posts, I'm just like, yeah, that's the bipolar. You can see how out of touch he can be with reality sometimes, but when you see him like this, he wins you over because you're like, oh, there's a common sense talking guy who just wants to take his kids to school. How could you not root for that? But this isn't always him, and that's important to remember.
Right, and there's a lot of good and bad.
And he later said that he had to get the address of the party from Travis Scott.
Genius. Travis Scott.
That's why he's defending Travis Scott against Billie Eilish, because Travis is his boy now.
Yeah.
All right, I get it.
But also, I love the idea that someone went, who the fuck told Kanye that? And Travis is going, who knows? Kanye takes social media and goes, thanks Travis Scott for the address of the party. He's like, it wasn't.
He was later seen having attended the party.
Those two addressed as evil geniuses.
It is mad that even for a children's birthday party, they still dress like this.
Kim and North, if you guys did not know, have a shared TikTok account where the comments are always turned off, but the two of them post together, and Kanye made it known that he is not happy about this at all. He posted a screenshot of one of North's TikToks. Since this is my first divorce, I need to know what I should do about my daughter being put on TikTok against my will.
That is slightly toxic behavior. You can't tell everyone else in the family exactly what they have to do. And as a parent, I get it. You want to have privacy for your kids. This is very different to any normal parent who doesn't have the fame. There's another element, another layer to this.
The horse is fucking bolted, mate. I mean, you married the most famous woman in the world, arguably, and then repeatedly shared so many images, so many videos, the pair of them, of these children in their upbringing. They never had a chance at privacy, true privacy, ever. And that, if you had made a decision from that from day one, then yes, that could have been done, but no chance. Not now. The horse is gone. I do think that he probably isn't that bothered about the TikTok thing truly, after all of the evidence to the contrary. I think this is just a way of him trying to paint Kim out as the bad guy.
Right.
Which is never healthy at this point. America saw you trying to kidnap my daughter on her birthday by not providing the address. I don't think he understands kidnapping, do you?
No, I get that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, and that just shows how in his head things can blow up. Like, we're talking about him not being invited somewhere, and then to him it's like kidnapping. Like, that's how, and that's, again, the mental illness coming out, potentially. Or it just could be him being an arsehole and trying to paint her out in a bad light. And that's part of the problem here, is how harshly you judge someone. Having a mental illness should not make you exempt from, you know, having to behave like a reasonable person. But at the same time, how harsh we are on him, it's gotta be carefully measured.
Kanye has expressed a number of times in the last year, honestly, that he does want Kim back and to be together again. And this post the other day on Instagram read, "God, please bring our family back together."
If you're listening, God, strike Pete Davidson down.
Just to be clear, I don't think that would make a difference, because I think Kim is well and truly done with this guy.
Yeah.
And his inability to accept that, it doesn't come across well, does it? I mean, what are you doing? If this was one of your mates, though, you'd go, bro, delete that, because you're looking like a fucking desperado here.
Yeah, I'd imagine that's part of the problem.
I get you love your family, but the time is gone. She's a free woman to do what she wants. I do think part of Kanye is very much playing the game as well when he goes, America seeing you. A lot of this is also for our benefit.
Sure.
It's to win the people back. And like at the NFL Super Bowl, for example, he was booed around the stadium. Partly he is aware that he's not coming off well. He only needs to try and win people back. And by being a victim, he's hopeful that that will work. And, and let's be real, he's learned from the master. You do not spend 10 years married to Kim Kardashian and not learn a thing or two about PR.
A manipulation.
He has also been expressing his major dislike for Pete Davidson.
Of all the people who your missus could end up going with right after you publicly, got to be high on the list for like worst nightmare.
Apparently, a lot of women in the industry find him quite charming when they meet him. He's quite sort of harmless. There's not much to him, which is sort of like very intimidating.
He's a skinny little comedian who makes people laugh, but like, it's like, well, that's the guy. I'd rather her level up.
She had a type before. I don't feel he fits into the file.
Like she's been with some like stud athletes,
right?
And then she's just gone for this like, he's just feeble, is what I'm saying.
Feeble. Like, this man is feeble.
But then part of you thinks, why would she go for a guy who's like that? And you think, Kanye, intense, stressful, last 10 years constantly managing his like sort of mental health, and then you've got this laid back entertainer who just wants to crack jokes and fuck you every now and then. She's like, actually, this is pretty chill, this. So maybe she's just gone the complete opposite way after Kanye and wants something lighthearted. Which
this is a good rebound.
It's a rebound dick.
And Kanye felt absolutely betrayed by him. On Instagram, he even posted this photo from a time where Kim and Kanye went to dinner with Kid Cudi and Timothée Chalamet and Pete Davidson. and he crossed out Pete Davidson's face from this photo.
Whoa.
Just crop him.
How weird. So
just crop it.
Kanye was like friendly enough with Pete that he went to dinner with him.
Well, Kid Cudi was friends with Pete. And obviously, you know, if you roll in these celebrity circles, there's a bit of the incest sort of...
So you're sitting having dinner with this guy 1 minute, and then a few years later, he's banging your wife?
By the way, man, I'm fucking your wife.
I'm very community oriented. I love my friends. I love my family. The reason I asked Cudi to at least speak to Skeet, who is Pete, is because for years, Cudi always made it seem like it was me and him against everyone.
Again, Kanye, the victim in his head here. Now, that doesn't mean that's reality. Kanye then posts something about Pete sent intimate photos with Ariana to Mac Miller with a way to end the rapper's hopes of rekindling the relationship with her.
So Pete has been used in another high-profile breakup.
He's a homewrecker. Picture of Pete Davidson eating what looks like popcorn.
With Kanye's comment, "No, you will never meet my children," when he clearly has.
I mean, he's definitely met them.
He definitely met the kid. Here's Kanye West after he was kidnapped by...
My
terrorists.
Phone is not hacked. This is the sort of shit that makes you look insane.
Yeah.
This is the thing about Kanye, right? Just one thing I do need to say. In terms of people who he's been aggressive to, Billie Eilish, Taylor Swift, Pete Davidson, white women. Kanye is not exactly a classic rapper. A lot of rappers are brave and they want to like have it out with another alpha. One of the main reasons he's going at Pete Davidson is because he genuinely thinks he could probably have him. If Kim was with like 50 Cent, I don't think he's giving it the big one like this. I think he's probably quite quiet right now. So I don't know if bully's the right word, but soft cunt. He picks his battles very carefully.
Right, yeah, I see that, yeah. But Beyonce did have one of the best videos of all time. Speaking of people in trouble with their exes, Prince Andrew claims he paid some money to a woman that he barely even knows.
We all remember the interview where the old dirty bastard basically was lying about, doesn't remember if he met her or not, all of that shit.
Wasn't lying. It says here he wasn't lying.
He settled so that they don't have to go to court for the price of 12 million. Now, whatever evidence was there, it was enough to pay 12 million to shut this woman up.
Prince Andrew here, pictured as, you know, a man of honor, sort of looking down, remembering the troops, those kind of things. They're trying to save this fucker's image.
The whole way they've worded it. The Queen to help pay. He hasn't got his own money. He hasn't had a fucking weekend job since he's been born and all of that. He's been saving up for just such an occasion.
Yeah.
Like, the Queen gets all her fucking money from us. We're literally funding a pedo. I really hope this is the generation to take down the royals. Literally, these guys are above the law. There's certain people, they can just do what the fuck they want.
I'm here.
She thought she just time traveled from somewhere else. Oh, I'm in a room. Oh, I'm wearing clothes. Oh, my goodness.
Good morning, Your Majesty. How are you?
Well, as you can see, I can't move.
Oh, well, many congratulations on the start of your Jubilee year.
Good morning.
It must be so fucking boring for her every day. She has to go through all these receiving congratulations and thanks a lot for this. Sometimes she might just want to go, can we just stick Corrie on and just relax for 20 minutes?
Let's not feel too sorry for her. She just paid 12 million to get her son off the hook for fucking being a nonce.
Yeah, but that wasn't her. She still loves him. Even if your son's going around noncing, you still bloody go, ooh, I still love your son. You know?
I don't think she ever did. I watched the Crown.
Stop thinking the Crown is a real representation of what happened.
She doesn't really love the kids. Actually, Prince Andrew was the favourite. That's the ironic thing.
When she first heard about this, she went, oh, Andy, what have you done? You've got the whole family into trouble now. Oh, here I am again. He told her, and then 12 minutes later she went, good to see you, Andrew. I hope you're well. He went, Mum, I've been here the whole time.
Do you not remember what I've just told you?
What were we saying again?
Oh,
so I was just saying, Mum, I've
got
a big project I need some money for. Oh, yeah, sign away whatever you need.
We're looking after the kids. It's going to cost 12 million.
12 million. It's to help a young girl in another country. Well, you all know I love spending money to those women out there. I'll help any woman who's in trouble. Oh, she was very much in trouble, Mum. There's a chance she could be dead soon, actually, yeah.
Listen, we can't ignore Prince Andrew on the front page of all the papers this morning.
As much as they fucking tried.
The Queen may be contributing £2 million of her own money, which would be a donation to Virginia's charity.
It wasn't Andrew's choice or anyone on the royal family's choice to give it to charity. It was actually Virginia's choice to give it to charity. So this woman received the 12 million and then immediately passed it on to charity. The point is, it was never Prince Andrew's choice for it to go to charity.
She should have kept it for herself.
She should have kept it quiet, yeah. She should have kept it.
Bit of a mug.
Absolutely.
Bit
Yeah, she's mugged herself off there.
Lots and lots of calls within the press today, Linda, saying we need to know, we as the public have a right to know, the palace have a duty to tell us.
Apparently not, despite the fact that we pay for them to sit on a gold throne.
I mean, if it's money coming out of their banks, then that's fair enough.
It's all public money, you fuck. Oh, I'm sorry.
I was thinking
she's probably
the
a
other
lovely
day,
woman, but this just...
She was really good in Birds of a Feather, though.
I did love that.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, it was a good show.
Good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Then they should be paying for it. I don't think we should be using our money to pay for what he's allegedly done.
Oh, she's got a little smile, though. She knows he did it, though. Oh, she knows.
It's just very confusing, really, to know what is their money and what is our money, because...
Again, my love, it's not confusing at all. It's all our money.
They literally take money from our taxes every fucking year.
All our money.
Have you ever looked into the refurbishments that they have done on their properties? Hundreds of millions of pounds.
Oh, Brian, you should look at... It's beautiful what they've had done recently. The fittings. Oh.
Clearly, all of their money comes from inheritance to a certain extent. And
inherited, of course, from a previous generation that also took all of our money.
I know I stand up for Harry and Meghan in a sea of people who don't.
You're just such a bloody trooper, Denise.
You're a martyr, my love.
Look at you.
Prince Harry is constantly berated, challenged, criticised, and yet here is the Queen bailing Andrew out of this situation.
Yeah, but you're confusing two separate things there, Denise.
I don't care what it is.
The Queen has never slagged off
Harry.
The Queen's never slagged Harry off. Do you think that, like, when the press are all going at Harry, the Queen could at some point just stepped in and went, you know how we've got control over the press? Do you think we could take the heat off the guy who's left the family? What? Like, do you not think she's got anything to do with this?
I think of the Queen out the back of Buckingham Palace with a cigarette going... Yeah, he's a little cunt. Oh, but don't put that in your paper, yeah? She wanders off back into a shadow.
The way these people...
Oh, I walked into a wall. Oh, here I am.
I'm here.
do you think that this has diminished trust in the royal family, Carol?
Why do we have to trust them? They're the royal family. I just want them to be there. I don't care, actually.
I don't care how many people they molest. Just get on with it.
You know, do we have the right to know where the money's coming from? Do we have the right not to want to know? Because I don't care where it's coming from. If it's the public money or if it's any money. We don't even know it's 12 million, do we? We don't know that.
We don't know it's 12 million. It's literally reported as 12 million.
We don't know. We still don't know what happened, do we? Don't actually know.
We can't join some dots, love.
Oh, my God. We've got a really good fucking idea at this point. Are you all right?
How is she on a talk show where you are paid to be somewhat clued up about a situation? Well, we just don't know.
We'll never know.
Next topic.
Every topic she goes, well, we just don't know, do we?
I'm not in charge of the budget at ITV.
Yeah.
But let me just say, probably could get more for your money.
Guys, what I was saying was the other night, I was watching Jurassic Park. I turned to husband. I went, this is a great documentary. He went, it's not a documentary, love. I went, I don't know what's true anymore. Elsewhere in other news, Trisha Paytas has some happy news for us.
I'm pregnant.
She pissed on Matt.
I really hope it's a girl. No lad wants to go to school where all the lads, when you're like 14, going, seeing this video of your mother just
eating a big
this
cake. Yeah. We're happy for Trisha Paytas for having a baby because apparently, yeah, she was told before she couldn't have kids.
I get we're happy for her, but even roaches have kids. You know what I mean? Rats breed. It's not really an achievement. So let's look at her most viewed videos real quick, just to give you an idea of what we're getting into here.
Do dogs even have brains, says Trisha Paytas? Profound.
Right, just cutting to the chase. This is not a mentally stable person.
Right.
And then her being in charge of looking after a child does worry you a bit. As a man, you get told a few things by your family, like, look for this in a woman, look for that in a woman. She doesn't have many of those.
My son actually does eat better than this.
Imagine all the grease and tomato all over her face after that, though.
Imagine all the jizz on all those men's stomachs who've just watched this. Oh, what are you doing?
Oh, look at that.
You're applying it like a foundation.
I think she's rubbing it on her face more like a penis. I think that's part of this, you know what I mean?
Spiky penis. My God.
She's going to be a mother, Lawrence. Part of me feels bad about this because I'm criticising her and I don't really want to be... She's having a happy moment, right? But, like, what the fuck is this kid hope in life?
Right, it doesn't mean that we have to go, absolutely fantastic stuff. No, if anything, it would make us two-faced.
You do need some guidance in life, some sensible heads around you as a child. Someone who's as erratic and as up and down and as
Trisha is this.
It's a worry, isn't it? It's a worry. We watch this space, you know, we hope that the kid grows up to be well-adjusted and everything works out fine.
Sometimes they go the other way.
She's got money, she can look after it with financially, but you just think, where are we going with this?
It seems that Trish has preempted elements of this, and she said, I've been working on myself for a long time, and this past year, I've been able to regulate my emotions, practice wise mind daily, set boundaries, and disengage when needed. I get that I've been a mess for a long time, but the change started long before I got pregnant. People just don't want to see it.
You can't behave for a sustained period of time the way she has, and then expect us to believe you've changed because of a fucking tweet. It just ain't enough.
I get that.
You know, so she's saying people don't want to say it. It's like, no, there's a lot of evidence to suggest one thing and not a lot of evidence to suggest that you've sorted yourself out. So good luck. We wish you the best.
I definitely
We're rooting
do.
for you.
I am.
Don't fuck this kid's life up. You've got this, and go out and do it. Don't talk about it, be it.
Right.
All right?
Wow. That's fucking inspirational shit.
Hey, gotcha.
Right. Of course, someone who can't do this is Floyd Money Mayweather. When it comes to parting with that said money, he often says to people, do you want to get paid? I can't. And he's done that again with Logan Paul. So Logan is taking him to court.
Yeah, Floyd, smart investments Mayweather, who is not a good businessman, hence why he's still having to fight at the age he is and having to do silly little boxing matches against this fella in Dubai now. Money Kicks, he's called. He's just a rich kid. The guy isn't even in shape. He's not a boxer in any way.
We've seen that Logan has been very public about it. So before we fought, we were kind of willing to do whatever. Now after the fact, we're kind of shooting ourselves in the foot. And then Floyd replied, this comes with the territory.
I mean, if you do business with Floyd and you don't have everything locked in a way that Conor McGregor and the UFC had, it is going to be difficult. And he is going to do things that are sneaky and shady, such as sell pay-per-view rights to a different country and not even tell you about it and make sure he pockets it all. Now, people say, great businessman. No, great businessmen don't fuck everyone over in their path. Floyd Mayweather is the equivalent of Don King but wearing boxing gloves. Like, just a bad person who's willing to fuck everybody over around him,
right,
and be a little weasel and run off with the bag. But Logan did his fair share of the work to bring all that money in. But because Floyd has issues with the tax man, which is exactly why he fought Conor McGregor, by the way, but people forget about the fact that a large amount of his Conor McGregor money went straight to the tax man because he was in debt to him.
Right.
But again, great businessman narrative. It's just rubbish, man.
Right. And to go alongside that, he's now saying, the real problem here is that Logan doesn't know how the fight business works. All right. Basically, I'm still waiting on checks from 7 or 8 years ago. You've got to be patient in this business, Logan. Like,
he's absolutely lying here. And I get that there will be some trickling money in from previous work he's done. Look, we can't trust this guy, man. The guy literally, he beats women. And if you look at his smart investments, you look at entrepreneurs on social media, they're posting about their many businesses. Do you know what Floyd Mayweather posts about? Strippers that you can see at his one strip club.
To be fair, that is one of his many businesses.
I mean, it is his main business.
But he only really advertises this one business because the others are just doing too well to advertise.
I mean, he doesn't even need to.
Of course, Brian, what he does say is, just be happy with the biggest payday you ever got in your life. I would be, I guess, says Logan, if I ever got it.
I mean, this is, just to be clear, like, Logan Paul at one point made £30 million in a year from merchandise. That's not even including all the other things he does.
Right.
Like, the bottom line is, you make an agreement with a guy, you stick to it. Pay the fucking money.
Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. See you again here for True News.
You keep asking us to keep going with this, so I guess we're going to have to.
Is that the way it works? I don't know if that's how it works.
Hopefully there's more weirdness in the media, because otherwise we have to get
serious about shit.
Don't forget, look after yourselves. Look after the ones you love. Keep it here on True Geordie YouTube channel. Loads of podcasts coming up. And we will see you on the next one.